Hey y'all, Witch Michelle with you. Um, New week, new card, new adventures. Um, so if you're watching this on YouTube, if you do me a favor and just subscribe or like the video, share it with your friends, that would just be awesome. Trying to build the channel up, and all of y'all are very important to making that happen. So if you wouldn't mind, that would be great. Let's see, where are we this week? So we are in week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Week 16 with 7 more weeks to go until this little shadow work thing I'm doing closes out. Kind of exciting. And today's card is Loyal Friend, which is the server of discs, and in traditional tarot, that would be your page. And pages are mostly, they kind of do things for the king and queen and the court, and they uh, will maybe deliver messages or also be in conspicuous places listening to things and picking up little bits of knowledge here and there. So whenever I get a page card, I generally know that that means I need to perk up my ears and listen to what I'm being told, or what I'm hearing, and really try to discern the message that I'm picking up to make sure I'm understanding what the people are throwing down at me. Um, uh, so let's just start with, first of all, the suit of discs. I like to always, whenever I get a new card for the week, I like to just refresh myself with what the Transformation Tarot says about each particular suit or the major arcana cards. And the suit of discs relates to the material world and our daily lives. It addresses areas such as work, leisure, and home, as well as capacities needed for success in daily life, such as initiative, perseverance, flexibility, and instinctual wisdom. Many of the cards use animals to represent the qualities we are talking about. So, and there are, it looks like wolves on this card. I don't know if I have ever, doesn't look like I ever got this card before. So, let's see the person and the animals, and there's mountains behind it, and mountains are always the unknown, things that you don't really, that aren't yet revealed to you. So I like to do the first week's card with you all together and read it to do like little self discovery with each other. So stick around. Try not to get too bored with that part, because generally when I'm reading the card or the description out of the book, I have little inspirational things that come into my head, and I kind of trail off and talk about those. As well as if you have a question about anything, or you would like to add something to the conversation, for sure, put it in the comments, and I would definitely respond to that. So the server portrays helping others in everyday ways. When we apply this to the suit of discs, we ask, what helps us in our everyday lives? One answer is loyal friends, people who really show up for us and whom we can depend. Since these cards use animals to represent the various energies in the suit, the obvious choice for this one is the dogs. So it's dogs, not wolves. Dogs are loyal friends who are there when we need them, and as depicted on this card, accompany us on this journey. So the person is moving forward on a journey, and they have their loyal dogs going with them to accompany them on this journey. And dogs are, sensitive to sounds, smells. They're protective of the people that they love and that are their masters. I think it's very, that's a really good comparison. The serve of cups is about attending to others in emotional ways, also a friendship aspect, while the server of discs is more about helping out in practical ways. It's feeding friends' pets while they're out of town, bringing food when they are sick, helping them pack to move. It's staying to do the dishes after a big dinner party. Although we focus on the context of friendship here, we can perform these small acts of service anytime. Letting someone into a line of traffic, holding a door open, helping at the scene of an accident are all expressions of this card. Even though we can find great satisfaction in being helpful in order to experience it, we must be aware of our motivations for giving. Wait, I'm sorry, I just lost my place. For giving and our feelings about the exchange. If we are giving or helping when we don't really want to, we will feel resentment and inner withholding that robs both giver and recipient of pleasure. The same is true if we're giving in order to obligate the other or gain power in the relationship. If there are strings attached, we're not giving freely, and the spirit of generosity is absent. When you get this card in a reading, depending on its position, it may signify a bond of true friendship or be an invitation to be truly present for another as a true friend or to cultivate the qualities of a friend. Since the card relates largely to being helpful in practical ways, it's a good time to examine your experience with this. Do you tend to be generous in offering your help to others? Do you help only when it's something you like to do or at which you excel? Do you give only what is needed or asked for? Are you keeping score, measuring who has given more in a particular friendship? Do you tend to be aware when the first signals of resentment show up, or not until it has been created, until it has created a wall? Working with the contractions around giving can help you open the space to giving more generously and more joyfully. So I love the synchronicities that come when I'm about to get a new card, even whether it's one that I draw to accentuate the one for the week or it's a new week of cards. So this week, Michelle and I, Bellora, were sitting on the couch and we were talking. And we were talking about all the things that both of us had gone through, and we were talking about my shadow work journey and what things have changed in my life. And one of the things that I know that has really changed in my life going through this was recognizing the love and companionship of certain people that I had in my life that I probably took for granted because I was too busy trying to figure out ways to get the attention of people that really didn't want me around. And Bellora and my relationship is a really good example of all of where I've gone, where I've been, and where I'm going to. So our relationship has morphed over the almost 20 years we've known each other. And I don't think that I could be closer to another person right now than I am to her. And there's a real sisterhood between the two of us. And I always lamented for that. I always wanted that with somebody because my mother had that with my aunt. And I thought, I'm never going to have this. And, you know, you don't see the things that are right in front of your face. And I do have that. I have that with her. I have a few really good, close relationships with people. And so I am grateful that, you know, I'm finally waking up to what I have and not just sitting around and worrying about what I don't have or what I wish I had. You know, I'm looking at what's right in my face instead of looking around for other things. And I'm pretty sure that probably the meditation practice that I've been doing recently has kind of helped me be more present to the facts that I have many blessings. I am very grateful and have a lot to be grateful for in my life. And when you're busy thinking about, oh, poor pitiful me, waiting for somebody to come rescue you from the trappings of your life or the bullshit that you're going through, instead of picking yourself up, dusting yourself off, fighting your own battles, making your own life the way you want it, and then realizing what you have around you, you're just not paying attention. You're just caught up in it's deflection of being here in the present. I am not very good at being helpful when I don't like to do things. And this card pointed that out in what its description said. Do you only do things because you like them or you're good at them? She's been trying to do some stuff, clean up, pack boxes, throw shit away. And I have avoided that at every fucking cost because that is one of the things I really hate to do. If you came to my house, you would see that I am not the neatest person in the world. If you asked my boyfriend, he would tell you that I constantly do stupid shit like open up a can of cat food, empty out the cat food, and instead of throwing the can away, leave it up on the counter. I don't know why I do shit like that. I just do. So part of being a good friend is doing the shit that you don't really want to do. Even if that's just coming over to her house while she's doing what she's doing and sitting and talking to her and helping her um, get through the task at hand. But really, I should pick up some shit and throw it in a box for her or help her get it to the dump or do whatever. I'd rather like hire somebody and go over there and do it myself because I'm lazy and I'm a Sag. And there's more fun things to do than packing, cleaning. I really think all of that takes up seriously good times you can have doing other things or work related things. And why do I have to do laundry? Why do I have to wash these stupid dishes? Why do the floors always need mopping and sweeping? I'm over it. But you got to do those things because when you don't do those things, the clutter and shit gets around you and it makes you feel worse, especially if you have a mental illness. If I would leave myself to my own devices, it would look like an episode of Hoarders where I lived, and I might shower once a month. That's what my mental illness does to me. And that's why I'm grateful that I have people in my life like Belora and Bob who say, let's go do this. Let's go out and wash the cars together. Let's go do some crafts on the carport. Let's go to the metaphysical store. Let's talk about our bullet journals. Let's discuss tarot. I feel like, and I said this yesterday in the video that I uploaded, that 2020, with all of its shit, has really made me feel like I've come into my witchcraft in a more powerful way than I ever have in the whole 19 years I've been practicing. And I feel like it's opened me up to being a better friend, a better human, even in all of the shit. It's given me a really good chance to just step back, take some time, and work on myself and work on my spirituality and work on my mental health. All of that, has been because of what's happened in 2020. I've done more prayer, meditation, and ritual and spell work this year than I think I've done combined in the whole 19 years that I've been practicing. Maybe with the exception of the first year, because the first year was really in a good teaching coven and we were there full moons, new moons, and every holiday. So she was, our high priestess was constantly making us do things. And that doesn't discount the other teaching coven I was in. It's just that I feel like the second teaching coven I was in, I already knew all that shit. I had to go through Wicca 101, and I swear to God, that is the biggest reason why I won't join a coven now, is because, dude, I do not want to do Wicca 101 again. I have done it so many times. If I really want to go through it, I still have all my material from the last place. I also have Uncle Bucky's Big Blue. I could do it if I wanted to. I have zero desire to do that. So, take a minute today and count your blessings and think of those loyal friends that you have that are there for you when you need them, that pick you up, dust you off, and tell you that you can do the things that you need to do to make yourself go forward and be the best human possible today. Because tomorrow's another day and you're going to have to work on it again then. And enjoy the rest of the week. We're counting it down. Like, gosh, guys, it is the 28th of December, 2020. We have just a few days left, and it'll be 2021. And that's going to be like the number 5. 25 is a big moment of change. We thought 2020 was going to be hard. I think that this year is going to be just a little tiny bit harder. I'm not quite sure why. I plan on doing a reading on New Year's Eve for the theme of the year. I might go live for that. I've got a new deck. It's called the Light Seekers Tarot. Oh gosh, you guys. This is the Magician card. It is the coolest freaking card ever. I love this deck so much. So I'll probably do a reading with that. Plus, I picked up this bag of charms. It has all these different kinds of charms in it. And I'm going to grab charms and throw them out and kind of look up the metaphysical meanings of those for the year. And throw one sacred self-care card. I have been buying tarot cards. It's kind of become an obsession for me. I got the self-care tarot as well. The Light Seeker tarot was a gift from Ballora. I love this deck, and I also have my Robin Wood one, which I haven't really even touched since I've got the Transformation Tarot out. And the Transformation Tarot was actually a suggestion by somebody else that I knew a couple of years ago, and I had it in a desk in the altar drawer and never even looked at it. But the Self-Care Tarot, this morning I pulled one card for the day for me and what I should do today, and this was Connect with Fire. I want to connect with fire so bad, but I want to do it with other people. But anyway, today I did a little bit of spell work that revolved around a candle. I'm kind of considering maybe later this evening before it gets really dark going outside and just doing a small little fire just for me, just to connect with the fire, sit around there, maybe do a little tiny meditation. So anyway, that's what's happening up in my world. I'm going to do that reading for the year on New Year's Eve. I'm going to try to figure out how to get Ballora to be involved in that. Maybe we're going to get a room. We're going to get a room, and then we'll go live together and do that reading, because it's so funny. I don't really feel like partying for New Year's Eve. I mean, I'll probably have a few drinks, ain't going to lie. It's not going to be dry, because in January, it's going to be really dry for me. I'm not drinking at all in January, and I plan on hitting my keto or low carb diet really hard. Michelle also gave me two really great books for my low carb living, and one of them has 28 days of recipes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which I'll probably modify some of them, because man, these people like to feed you some squash and cauliflower, and your girl ain't about that. So I'll be doing that too. So hitting my exercise really hard, trying to just enjoy the last few days, since look at this face. Y'all know I put on some weight this month, but it's all going to be gone next month. I promise you. Well, maybe not all of it, but at least 4 to 8 pounds of it will be gone. Promise you. And I'll have kickstarted myself back into the way I used to do things, and eating every 4 hours and shit like that. So I like to hear what your goals are. And if you guys are any of you magical practitioners are going to do a reading for New Year's Eve, just to see what the theme of your year is going to be like, I'm going to do that in my bullet journal. I'm going to actually take a look at my bullet journal today, because I'm not sure I like the way I set that thing up. And I have to go pick up Leon's meds, so I might stop and pick up a new bullet journal, because I don't know how happy I am with this one. But anyway, that's it for today. So I hope you guys have a really good day. It's shaping up to be a decent Monday. I don't know. Have a good day. Hit me up. Go out to my YouTube channel. Like it. Share it. Tell people that I'm a goofball. Perk your ears up. Love you guys.